Boy, you had me from the start. By the way you stared, the way you wrote up on me, yeah. Man, I felt your energy. Wasn't used to being loved and treated.
Hello my beauties, thank you so much for watching. My name is Peladi. In today's step-by-step makeup tutorial for beginners, I'm going to start off by prepping my face using this Maybelline Baby Skin Pore Erasing Primer. What I like about this Maybelline primer is that it instantly blurs out all my pores and any imperfections that I might have on my skin.
We should take it slow.
For foundation, I will be going in with two Maybelline Fit Me's, which I highly recommend for any beginner in makeup. Not only because they retail for roughly around 109 Rand at all discount pharmacies, but because they're very easy to use, blend, and to work with. I will use this damp beauty blender to blend everything in. You want to use a damp beauty blender because it just helps spread out the product while giving you a flawless airbrushed look. And if you use a brush, you really need to use a flat kabuki brush, a flat top, which can really staple the product onto your skin, but I prefer a beauty blender for now.
I'm stuck here feeling left behind.
So I have oily skin, but in makeup, if you apply a cream product, it's always best to set it, and I love to do that with my Yardley loose powder in the shade Cappuccino. This also retails from around 145 Rand. I will use my Zoeva 101 brush with the product that is in the lid, just to lightly set my face.
Baby, keep your focus, don't you make me change my mind. If you love me, baby, don't.
Heading on over to eyes, I'm using my LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is in the shade Twafi, just to have a base for the shadows to sit on.
Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you switch up the vibe.
I will use my sorbet powder to you translucent powder just to lightly set my brow bone area, because I used concealer, and as I said earlier on, you need to set all your cream products just so that there isn't any creasing throughout the day or however long you will be wearing your makeup. To get started with the cut crease tutorial, I will go into my Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions palette, and I will pick up the shade on this Real Techniques base shadow brush. I will pack it on and blend it out using the same brush.
Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you switch up.
And now to transition that shade, I'm going to go into my Makeup Revolution Velvet Rose palette, and I will take this lightish pink shade right here on my Zoeva 227 brush. And now to darken up my crease and outer V area, I'm going to head on over to my Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions palette, and on the small blending brush, I will take this dark shade right here. So that dark shade was not giving me the intensity that I was hoping for, so I'm going to head on over back into my Velvet Rose palette, and this time I will take this matte black shade, but I will only build it up from the outer part and I will drag it into my crease area. And now to diffuse the harsh edges of this black shade, I'm going to go back into my Ruby Obsessions palette and take that shade again on that base shadow brush. For my crease today, I will use my LA Girl Pro Primer, and I've already rubbed it out at the back of my hand to form a bit of a paste, and I will mix it in with my Makeup Revolution Concealer in the shade C10. So to cut my crease, I like to look down into the mirror because my crease is visible and I can easily trace along there. So when you're cutting your crease as a beginner, you want to look down into your mirror. And now for my mobile lid, I'm going to apply this NYX Born to Glow illuminator right on top of that concealer, because I bought this illuminator, hands, and just look at the shade. Like, what am I going to use this for? So I'm going to experiment with it and apply it right on top of where you have that concealer. And I know what you must be thinking, that why didn't I just cut my crease with that illuminator? Well, first, I didn't want the shades to seep through this illuminator. I wasn't sure whether they're gonna peek out like they are a little bit on this eye, so that is why I used my concealer as a barrier. Now that that NYX illuminator is dry, it's time for me to blend out those harsh edges on the sides, and I will use my Zoeva 228 brush with this shade right here, this purple shimmer shade, just to give the lid a bit of a twist. And I will go back into my Velvet Rose palette and take a bit of that black shade just to help out the purple a bit.
Right there, don't you stress the flow.
And for liner today, I will be going in with my Wet n Wild Mega Liner.
Baby, keep your focus, don't you make me change my mind. If you love me, baby, don't you switch up the vibe.
I will wear these 5D mink hair lashes today.
Don't you, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you.
To conceal, I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Twaffy, and I will pair it up with another LA Girl product, which is their Pro Coverage High Definition Foundation in the shade Warm Caramel.
Wanna get it right, but when you go left, I'm stuck here feeling
To
like.
buff out this concealer, I'm using this fluffy concealer brush, and I'm going to pair it up with a damp beauty blender just so that there aren't any harsh lines. And if you do find that you get harsh lines, you can always go back in with that sponge that you used with the foundation and lightly tap around the edges of where you have that concealer.
You're trying to pick the pace up, we should take it slow. Baby, keep your focus, don't you make me change my mind. If you love me, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't.
And now to set that concealer, I will go in with this LA Girl Pearl Powder, and this is their banana one.
Baby, don't you switch up the vibe. If you love me just like you say you do, don't kill the.
To smoke out my lower lash line, I will go back into my Makeup Revolution Velvet Rose palette and back into my Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions palette.
You're trying to pick the pace up, we should take it slow. Baby, keep your focus, don't you make me change my mind. If you love me, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you.
And to snatch my nose, I will go into this Wet n Wild pressed powder, and I am in the shade Dark Cafe.
Baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Boy, you had me from the start. By the way you stared, the way you wrote up on me, yeah, yeah. Man, I felt your energy. Wasn't used to being loved and treated differently, yeah. But something.
And now for blush, I'm going to do something a bit different today. I will go into my Makeup Revolution palette, and I will take these two orangey burnt orange shades right here.
Baby, keep it right there, don't you stress the.
And now to lock everything in, I will use my NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. And for lips, I will go in with this Essence combo, but first I'm going to line my lips with this brown lip liner.
Baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Boy, you take me on a trip.
And just like that, my beauties, we have made it to the end of today's step-by-step makeup tutorial for beginners. Thank you so much for watching until this far. But if you haven't already, my darling, please subscribe to my channel and show your girl some love. I will catch you guys again in my next one. Bye.